The story begins on a bright yet heavy morning. A young girl named Noah sits quietly beside her mother in a car, staring outside at a world she doesn't belong to anymore. Her life has already been through storms, a broken family, an abusive father, and years of hiding pain behind a brave smile. Now, her mother is remarrying, not out of love, but out of the need for stability, safety. The man she's marrying is William, a rich businessman with a mansion big enough to hide secrets in every corner. As the car pulls up to the massive estate, Noah's expression says everything. She doesn't want this. She doesn't want a new home, a new dad, and especially not a new family. But inside that mansion waits someone who will change her life forever. When they arrive, William greets them with a warm smile. He's kind, respectful, maybe even genuine. But Noah's not impressed. She's the kind of girl who sees the truth behind polished faces. Her eyes wander through the luxurious halls, filled with chandeliers and art pieces, everything screaming money, but nothing whispering home. Then William mentions his son, Nick. Noah barely reacts, but when she finally meets him, the air itself changes. Nick walks in, confident, cold, careless. His presence fills the room. There's something dangerous about him, something magnetic. When Noah's phone falls, Nick's massive dog growls. She hides behind him, holding a frying pan like she's ready to fight. He smirks. "You really think you can take me down with that?" Their eyes lock, a small spark of something wild. She replies, "Honestly, I like your dog more than you." And just like that, an invisible war begins between pride, attraction, and curiosity. That night, they all go out for dinner. Noah wears a simple dress, but when she walks in, everyone's eyes find her. Even Nick's, though he hides it. She looks like chaos wrapped in beauty, and it unsettles him. During dinner, he mocks her softly, teasing her, trying to see how far she'll go. She fires back with confidence. He's not used to that. When the evening ends, William asks Nick to drop Noah home. The drive is silent, tense, until she breaks it, saying something that hits his ego. Nick stops the car, tells her to get out, and drives away, leaving her stranded in the dark. But fate doesn't play fair. Moments later, Nick's friend Mario finds her on the road and offers a ride to a party. Out of pure anger, Noah agrees, not knowing Nick would be there too. At the party, lights flash, music pounds, and there he is, Nick, surrounded by girls, smiling that same careless smile. He's flirting, kissing, drinking. Something in Noah snaps. She walks straight up to him and punches him in front of everyone. "You left me on the road just to come here and party?" Nick doesn't even flinch. "You don't belong in my world, Noah," he says coldly before walking away. But later, things go too far. A gangster named Ronnie offers Noah a drink. It's spiked. Moments later, she feels dizzy, trapped in a blur. And just when danger closes in, Nick appears. He knocks Ronnie down, grabs Noah, and carries her to his car. All the way home, she's whispering nonsense, teasing, flirting, innocent but vulnerable. When he lays her down in bed, for a moment, temptation almost wins. He looks at her, the same girl who drove him crazy, and then he walks away. Because deep down, he respects her more than he admits. The next morning, she wakes up confused. Nick teases her, "You sure you don't remember last night?" Her face turns pale. He smiles and walks away, loving the way she panics. But something's changing. The hate is fading. The walls are cracking. At the beach later that day, Noah watches Nick surf, strong, fearless, free. She can't stop looking. She shouldn't feel what she's feeling, but she can't control it. That night, Nick is racing cars. She shows up. Everyone laughs, but she insists on joining. The engines roar, the race begins, and by the end, Noah wins. Nick stares at her, stunned. It's the first time someone ever challenged him and won. But Ronnie doesn't take the loss well. A fight breaks out. Nick protects her again, fighting brutally until she's safe. That's the night something unspoken begins between them. Later, when their parents go out, they're alone in the house. The silence between them is heavy. Nick leans against the counter, Noah sits near him. Their words start as jokes, turn into confessions, and before either can stop, they're kissing. The world disappears. It's fire, danger, and warmth all at once. When they finally pull apart, both are shaking. Nick whispers, "We shouldn't have done that." But their hearts already know, they'll do it again. Days turn into nights filled with secret glances, soft touches, and quiet guilt. Noah's boyfriend Dan visits, but she avoids his kiss. The moment she looks at him, she knows she's changed. Nick teases her by the pool, pulling her in when she splashes him. They laugh, they fight, and they fall for each other, hard. Soon, they're inseparable. Every look, every breath is filled with tension and need. But love never comes without a price. Nick learns that Noah's real father, the man who used to beat her and her mom, has been released from prison. He was the monster behind the scars on her body. And now, he's coming back for her. One night, Noah gets kidnapped by her father's men. Nick loses control. He calls the police, joins the rescue himself, and races through the night to save her. The final showdown happens on a deserted road. Noah's father puts a gun to her head, forcing her to drive. Nick's car speeds toward them. At the last second, both pull their handbrakes and duck. The police open fire. Her father is killed. Noah cries in Nick's arms, finally free from the monster who haunted her past. But peace doesn't last long. That night, Nick sneaks into Noah's room. They don't talk, they just hold each other. Their eyes say everything. We shouldn't, but we can't stop. For the first time, they fall asleep in each other's arms, not out of lust but love. The next morning, their parents walk in and see them together. Shock. Silence. Betrayal. Their world crashes instantly. William and Noah's mom realize what's been happening, that their children are in love. They decide to separate them, to destroy what they call wrong. But for Nick and Noah, it's too late. They've already given each other everything, their hearts, their secrets, their pain. The story ends with them embracing quietly, hiding from the world that will never understand their love. As the screen fades, Noah whispers, "You're my biggest mistake and my only truth." And Nick replies, "Then I'll live my life being your fault." My Fault, 2023, isn't just a story about love. It's about forbidden connection, about finding warmth in danger, about loving someone even when the world calls it wrong. A story where hate turned into passion, fear turned into safety, and two broken souls became each other's home. And even though the world tried to pull them apart, their hearts never let go. Because sometimes, love doesn't follow rules. It just happens, raw, reckless, and unforgettable. In a world full of rules, their love was a rebellion, wild, dangerous, and real. This was Noah and Nick, a story that began with hate and ended with a love no one could stop. If your heart felt this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep, emotional movie stories.